We're here on the beautiful Gold Coast for the Navy Australian Surf Rowers League as the nation's top surf boat rowers take on the elements at Surfers Paradise Beach, Gold Coast, Queensland. There's no chance for these guys to relax, but if you want to get away from it all, then head inland from the Gold Coast and get up into the hinterland region and really relax, and perhaps bond with nature in beautiful countryside, have quite little tasting at some of the region's boutique wineries, or settle into great holiday accommodation. Take time out for a bit of Tai Chi or perhaps a massage. Life is at a different pace out here, and it's just a short drive from the famous glitter strip that is the Gold Coast. This weekend, the Gold Coast plays host to the hundreds of men and women taking part in the Australian Surf Rowers League first event of the summer. Back on the beach for all the action of race 4 and Grant Wilkinson, another quite unique race coming up.
On this one, we've got a run leg to start with, so the girls are up first. They'll have to run up to one end of the course, back down roughly about 200 metres before jumping in the boat. A very hard format. The misconception is that rowing is all with the arms, with the upper body, with the shoulders, but it's actually all on the legs. So to run first is quite hard. Okay,
here's our female crew for Queensland, swept by Brendan Weston, and our male crew for Queensland, swept by Stephen Davis. The New South Wales women, they're going to be swept by Jack Patterson, while the New South Wales men, Bryce Munro, will be the sweep. And finally to the Victorian team, both teams based out of the famous Lawn Club, and both male and female teams swept by Jeff Matthews. Well, all is ready now for the race start. As Grant mentioned, the start of the race is a run by the female crews.
Yeah, this will be really hard for the crews here. Normally, as I said, all the power comes from your legs. It'll be hard for them to run to get that little initial lead, and then to be able to jump in the boat, use their legs, especially through this shore break. All it will take is get hit off the start by one little one, and that could be a race over with.
We'll see the girls there working as a team. They're working as a team on the water, but before they get there, very important, the 4 girls try to stay as close as possible.
Yeah, you don't want to have one person getting down to the boat early. All 4 girls have to get there first. They all jump in together to keep the boat nice and level.
So we've seen the start throughout our 4 races already today, how important it is, and the Queensland crew into the boat very quick and powered down already.
Yeah, they just had to wait for that little one to break there before taking off, but it looks like they've got a good start now, and they're going to be opening up into some nice water. Just a few little swells to get through, and once they clear these, they'll be out in front.
And the backdrop of Surfers Paradise there as the girls make their way out to sea for the first leg of this mixed relay teams competition.
And Brendan Weston just taking the Mooloolaba girls, the Queensland girls, just over a couple of little waves there. Looks like now they've just got one more to get through and they'll be out. Lawn, the Victorian crew right in the middle there in New South Wales. There's a wave standing up in front of these girls, and they'll be doing it tough to get through this one.
You can see the New South Wales girls, they're just punching their way over. Meanwhile, the Queensland and Victorian crews had somewhat of an easier passage.
Yeah, they're well on their way now. So it looks like Queensland's still out in front, New South Wales in second, and Lawn just got pipped by that wave there. It's just set them back a little bit, but they're a good crew. They'll get back into this pretty quickly.
We can see the sweep there for the Queensland team, really urging his troops on as they approach the turning buoy.
Yeah, a quick turn coming around here. So you'll see the stroke side rowers there dig their blades in, the outside rowers keep rowing around, spin the boat. Brendan's actually a left-handed sweep. He gets to push the blade around. You see he stands the opposite way to Jack Patterson and Jeff Matthews. They're both right-handed sweeps, and they're starting their run home now. So you'll see the boat just drop a little bit here, and it'll stall in speed, and now a wave coming up behind New South Wales, it looks like. And I dare say Queensland will be on the same wave soon.
Yeah, they're quite choppy out on the water now, but you can see a lot of the boats picking up the runners very early. These boats are big, but they can pick up those little chops, and they do go into a wave.
That's right, with four crew members on board, that you can generate a lot of power, and the slightest little run on the ocean, they'll pick up.
So the Queenslanders, a great shot there from the sweeper, going a little bit crooked, but he'll get the girls straight back onto the mark. Not far from the shore now. When the girls get to the beach, explain, Grant, what happens here.
Yeah, you see the girl up the bow. The bow just trailed her oar there. She'll get out and run. She'll come up to the flag and tag off for the 4 male crew members, and they'll start their run leg.
Well, the Queenslanders now really starting to stamp their authority in race 4 of the Interstate Series. Here comes the team from Austinmere representing New South Wales to make their tag.
They're just handed off to the Mona Vale guys from New South Wales, and it looks like the Alexandria Headlands guys, the A crew from Alex, representing Queensland, taking their boat into the water now. Steve Davies at the helm, sweeping them, and they've just got a couple of little waves to get through here. They've got to be careful they don't try and rush and jump in the boat too quickly and just go straight into those waves.
Well, there's some big boys jumping into the boats now as it comes down to the real business end, and we can see the Alexandria Headland team representing Queensland in the Lucky Smart Snacks Interstate Series.
You can just see Mona Vale, New South Wales representatives, just waited there, just waiting for a wave to break before they got in their boat. And it looks like they've had a fairly good run out there, not checked too badly by those waves.
A great battle once again, Grant. Queensland versus New South Wales. We love all of the rivalry between the two states.
Yeah, it's a traditional rivalry, isn't it? And it continues here. We just see Victorian crew just waiting again, get into their boat. They've just cleared those couple of little shore breaks, and hopefully they'll, for their sake, they'll have a clean run out to sea.
A great shot there from the camera boat. You see the power of these guys. They're really digging the oars in, grabbing the water, catching the water, and really pulling some power through as they head up over some of the small waves.
Yeah, the New South Wales guys, they've given the Queenslanders a bit of a start here, but as mentioned before, these guys are the back-to-back Australian champions, 2011, 2012, and they're doing a great job here. They're not going to let Queensland just walk away with this. They're coming back at them.
We talked about the amount of time these boys spend on the water, but for strength, they spend a lot of time in the gyms as well, Grant.
That's right. It's a unique combination between just raw power, brute strength, and then fitness and a subtlety of technique as well.
Well, the Alexandria Headland boys representing Queensland is taking on the challenge of the New South Wales team. But you see in the background there, the New South Wales picking up a runner. This is where it really does count, the power and the strength.
Yeah, Queensland, they just look like they're trying to pull over a run, but New South Wales, great job. Bryce Munro there sweeping the boys. These guys, they're showing their class here. They just chased that run down from out wide, from out at the turn, and they've come down on the same wave as Queensland. They're not letting them go with this.
A powerful display by the New South Wales athletes as they row, come up alongside Queensland. This will come down to the beach sprint, the run to the finish line. New South Wales are out of the boat. He's making his way to the flag. The Queenslanders there as well. Oh, it's too close to call. Is it New South Wales or Queensland, Grant? Too close.
Yeah, that was a close one, especially considering this is just an elimination race. Victoria look like they've been knocked out here, but New South Wales, Queensland, they don't want to let each other get a one-up on them. They're fighting. Even though this is just elimination, the next race is coming up, which will decide the overall winner. These guys don't want to let the other crew get a mental edge on them.
Well, we'll wait for the official announcement of the placings as we look back on replay. Thanks to Lucky Smart Snacks, the replay, the girls there started the campaign off. Great display by the Queensland crews.
Yeah, it was all smiles at the start line. I can assure you, after a couple 100 metres running in that soft Queensland sand, there wouldn't be too many smiling at the end of that, and then leading into a boat race at the end of it.
As we've seen all day, Grant, the importance of the start. The team first off the beach has a big advantage.
Yeah, the Mooloolaba girls representing Queensland showed their class there. 2 times Australian champions. They led out for Queensland in that opening leg.
And we see the importance of the quick and smooth changeover from the female rowing crew to the male crew. And again, the Queenslanders did start with a very commanding lead from New South Wales.
Yeah, they did, but again, 2 times Australian champions, Mona Vale, New South Wales, they were able to peg back to within probably half the distance of what they started to Queensland, and were lucky enough just to find a little run to come home on and the run up the beach. Again, this is just an elimination race, but it shows the passion.
Well, great racing in race 4 of the Lucky Smart Snacks Interstate Series. New South Wales once again claimed victory in Stamp High on the podium, followed in second place by the team from Queensland. Third place was Victoria, and unfortunately for the Victorians, they will be eliminated from the rest of the day's racing. Well, not much rest for our athletes.